Hello and good morning, everybody. I'm actually quite excited to stream today. I was actually in a bad mood this morning, but I'm instantly in a weird mood. But 20 energy. Wow. So they've decreased the amount of energy you have now from 60 to 20. So now let's look at the daily quest. Okay. Ooh. So now it's actually really, really difficult to complete the daily quest because you have to complete 10 adventure mode levels and then you have to win 5 matches. Oh my gosh, they're making SLP, every single update is making SLP more and more of a scarce resource, in my opinion, which is insane. So I'm glad I haven't been breeding much recently, and I'm glad I haven't been selling. Um, but yeah, this is my level up team. So let's go in and rename it. So you can have your different teams here. You can rename them. Let's make sure the correct thing is showing. Perfect. And I'm actually going to move my screen. Sorry, I was doing a research paper. Here we go. I was reviewing a research paper or an article, I think, yesterday, and so I always have to move my screen all over the place. But yeah, hope everyone's having a wonderful, I guess, wherever you are, morning, day, not sure. But let's go back in. Let's edit this team. I'm going to call this team like just level up so that I can remember that this is the team I'm going to be using to level up. Now that I only have 20 energy, I almost am not sure if I should even use this team to level up, right? Am I going to be going for max SLP, or am I going to be going for leveling up? I'm not, for now, I suppose I'm going for max SLP, right? So last time I tried this, I didn't get energy the second time I played a level. I only got energy the first time I played a level. So let's like make sure. So I know I can beat level 22. It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I'm going to do each level once, I gotta start at level 13. And actually, I'm just gonna start, and I'm excited to see if I just start at level 13 and I go through each level once, will that provide me with enough SLP to hit the 100 max, or do I have to level up my back? Like, do I have to beat level 23, 24? Do I need to do something else? The game is changing quite constantly now, which is good. Obviously, they're trying to figure out the correct game mechanics for a long-term viable game, right? As they're getting so many more users, obviously the economics of the game changes drastically. So when there's not that many people playing the game, maybe having a majority of the users being able to level up all their Axies and you get all this SLP is not a big deal, right? You want people to be rewarded or incentivized for playing. But now that everybody wants to play just for fun, maybe you can pull back some of those economic incentives, because now there's social incentives to play in the game, and then eventually you could almost pull back almost all of the economic incentives from playing eventually, and people will still play because of the social. Like, if you create a fun enough game, right, people will play only for like 1 SLP per round, because they'll be like, oh, well, you know what, 5 cents per round is more than I was making playing other games I was playing. And so then you can kind of tweak those numbers based on like what you look for, right? So if you're getting too many new users at a time and you can't keep up, okay, we'll bring down the SLP. Maybe some people will stop playing, and you can kind of slow your roll a bit. And then when you know those people already have Axies, you know they're gonna like, so you can kind of like, yeah, you can kind of gauge your SLP dispersal for the game based on how things are working in terms of the economy of the game as well. So I'm sure they know what price they want SLP to be at, and how much, how they want that to work out. And I think this is a pretty cool like company to own a part of. Let's call it that way. I have not purchased any Axie shards yet. I enjoy the idea of not purchasing governance tokens, but earning governance tokens. I don't think there's very many dApps in the space where that's been the norm, where you just like, there's been some like YFI and Compound, like liquidity mining Whoa! And now you get 5 every 4 hours. Oh wait, so, jeez, maybe it's 1 energy an hour then. Um, cool. So I can't even have to redo the whole calculation now of how much you can make playing the game. It's definitely lower than it was. I know a lot of people have been doing. I've seen a lot of Twitter calculations here and there. And it's interesting because like all these calculations that people are doing, it's like once an update happens, it's like been like nullified, right? So like how much can you make a day now? Or when you had 60 energy, right? You were able to go, like burn through that entire 60, and you were kind of, you like you got like you had that 60 all the time, pretty much. As long as you always used all your energy, every time you got 5, you used 5, you got 5, you used 5. You were kind of able to perpetually always play the game. Like every 2 hours, you could play 5 times. That's kind of how it worked out. But you were never actually stopping your playing, I guess. So that was interesting because, what I didn't like about that is it kind of almost pushed you if you were in that, like if you were playing this game as a full-time, I wouldn't call it a full-time job, but if you were playing on an account, and at least considering you want to max out your earnings per account, you almost had to like stay up through the night and all this weird stuff. Not that I tried it like once or twice just to like test out what it would look like for someone who wanted to do that, and it was a lot. I think like once maybe. Twice is probably too much. I probably didn't do it twice. Let's just kill it, hopefully. But yeah, now with 20 energy and then getting 5 energy every 5 hours, it seems like you pretty much burn through all your energy at one point trying to do a daily quest, right? So let's say you burn through all your energy in the first hour trying to do your daily quest. And then what it kind of seems to happen is that you have like the whole next, like, yeah, you only get to use 20 energy a day, it seems like. Because you get 5 more, which in 5 hours. Whoa. So yeah, it's pretty much now your account for your energy, it's almost pushing you now to do the daily quest, which I like, because right now in this game at least, the daily quest is what like pushes you, what drives everyone. You get a little bit of PvE, a little bit of PvP, and now with the energy being this way for everybody, it pushes everybody to kind of, it's worthwhile to do some PvP as long as it's ranked well, in my opinion. That's kind of how it's going to play out. Like yesterday, for example, it took me like 30 energy, or 20 energy, or so much, I can't remember how much energy it took me, a lot of energy to complete the daily quest. So like today, for example, I wouldn't have completed it. I would have like not made it. But that's probably what they want. They want it to be like a fight to beat the daily quest. In 5 hours, I get 5 more energy, right? So I have to come back and see if I can get it later on. And it pushes me maybe, okay, I couldn't get it. Maybe, I gotta buy another Axie. So yesterday I was like, oh man, I really wanted to upgrade this Axie and put Peacekeeper back here. I couldn't stop thinking about it, but I was like, oh, it's only really worth it for PvP. And I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I'm not much of a PvP player. Maybe I don't want to do it. But now maybe there's an extra incentive to be like, okay, well, I know I'm going to get a lot more SLP per win in the higher levels, and if I start dropping down the rounds, even if I win and get the 50 SLP for the quest, it's actually worth it just to win. If you only have, like, let's say 10 energy to use on PvP, let's say, so you do 10 energy for the PvE, right? And then because of the quest, it actually adds a little bit of SLP to each round. So say I'm only getting 4 SLP per round, but I know I'm getting 4, right? That's why I like PvE, because you know what you're going to get. I know I'm going to get like 4 SLP, plus the quest is going to add a little bit of SLP on top of it. Like, I think it's like 1 or 2 per round, because you add in what you do for PvP and your energy. So I know I'm getting 6, probably more next round. I like that kind of, you know what you're going to get. Sorry. I think the prices of Axes are going to go up a lot too soon, because if the cost of breeding goes up, right, inevitably, I would assume the cost of, if it's harder to get SLP, then SLP should go up in price, which means it should cost more to breed these Axies people need. So for example, I'm sitting here like, oh man, I want this exact Axie with Peace Treaty. But like, if that goes on the market, there might be like 10 other people looking for the exact same Axie with Peace Treaty, right? Which means the price might be high. If someone gets it, hopefully they'll breed more of them so we can, share. That's the thing. I think that's why I want to keep breeding. Even though it gets really expensive to breed now and I haven't been doing it, it doesn't seem like it's economical right now. I still do want to keep breeding because the only way for new people to get Axies that I think are good is for me to breed them or for someone else to breed them. So for specifically this one Axie that I want, I think it's a pretty good Axie. I think if I had Egg Bomb, Blackmail, Risky Feather, and Peace Treaty, that would be a pretty good Axie. Or something in place of Egg Bomb. I wouldn't mind having something like what's that one where it adds Jinx? I can't even remember. I don't even think I need to do all that. No, not adds Jinx. You do like extra 20 damage if you attack first. Early Bird. I think that's the move. I'm not sure it fits in that slot. Sorry, in the slot of Egg Bomb. I can't remember where Early Bird goes. But yeah. So hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you do pop in, feel free to say hi. Sometimes I'll look at my screen and I'm like, oh, 6 people are watching, and I'm like, that's cool. But feel free to say hi too, or like in the chat. Some people do sometimes. I'll keep playing regardless. But never hurts to be a little social with it. Let's see. So yeah, for those that don't really know why I do this, or like what's this random person doing playing this random game on YouTube. So pretty much the SLP I make are tokens on Ethereum. I put those into liquidity providing or market making on Uniswap, which is a dApp on Ethereum as well, so that other people who earn SLP can cash out with lower slippage rates, but then I also earn fees. I do that on my son's Ethereum account, Aimery.eth, and all that kind of information is in the bio description. Oh, this level, it starts to get, so level 11 is really easy. Level 12 gets kind of hard because of the little rocks. Level 13 to 16, relatively straightforward. I think level 14 has poison. That gets kind of confusing for a bit. But level 17 has this new move, Goo Destruct, with the Today's. Kind of annoying because it does 2x their remaining HP, but they also have Slam, so you can kind of get lucky, and sometimes they won't use the Goo Destruct, but you want to keep your Axie alive and also disperse the damage a little bit. But we'll see how this goes. So yeah, I'll kill the front one. I'll kill both up here, and then I don't mind if one of them explodes here because I'll get the energy. Actually, that was. Jeez, close one. But I will be able to, it'll die. Oh, I didn't get the Sweet Party. Would have been nice to be able to heal after that. But here the only Lunitian with Goo Destruct is the Big Fang. So all you really have to make sure you do is kill the Big Fang in the front. And I'm going to do a little bit extra because it does have Sticky Goo. So it can have like a relatively large shield. And then the Today here, I am also going to kill the Today, hopefully. Let's go for that. Let's see how that goes. So there you go. Had a little bit of a shield. Relatively easy. Then we go for the Today. We got the Aroma on us, but we gave the Aroma away with Blackmail. And then our front Axie died. So level 17 is tough, but luckily, Coolberry in the middle over here should be strong enough to kill the little rock regardless. Love my Coolberry. Because also Coolberry can heal itself and crits quite often. So here, the front one Goo Destructs in the end of level 17, and the last back Todays are just support. So all you really have to make sure you do is if you want to make it really simple, if you kill this little rock before it Goo Destructs, it's very, very easy. So I already have 6 energy, so all I'm really gonna do is actually I might kill it too soon. I don't need to use Egg Bomb, right? because I didn't want to use Egg Bomb and then potentially have these back todays kill my back Axie. Because I'm still not sure whether the RNG, like the random number generation for SLP game, takes into consideration how many Axies you have left. I should probably just ask. But I haven't asked, so. Now I'll use it just because maybe we'll kill both of them in one turn. I know that will probably just kill it. Oh, need both shots. And then... Either way, my back Axie is leveling up enough to where it can... I didn't need to use. Anyways, so level 17's done. So yeah, PvE is pretty quick. You know, like 15 minutes, and I'm already done, I think, 4 levels now. So 7 SLP, it's, you know, ranging up a little bit. Let's see. Level 18 is hard to beat with 3 Axies alive as you're going through it. Now, again, obviously, my Axies are both level 25 in the front, and the back one's level 18, I think, or something like that. So, not that difficult for me anymore. But there are times, like, I'll go to level 12 sometimes still, if I'm not using like my full team, and I'll still only end up with 2 Axies alive, right? So some of these levels are actually quite difficult. The way that the developers have put the teams together is actually quite interesting, and that's why I love PvE so much. Is because you're kind of like playing against the developers, which to me is more fun than playing against other people sometimes. It gets repetitive, I would agree, right? Obviously, when you do it for enough times, but like even now. I still definitely enjoy going. Like, I do it every day, Monday to Friday, every single day, and I still enjoy going through these PvE levels. Because again, it is always a little bit different, right? The cards I get are a little bit different. The cards that the Lunatians get are a little bit different. And yes, I usually win. But then I'm more like playing against myself, right? So I'm trying to be, instead of being competitive against someone else, where someone else has to lose for me to win. It's more like, okay, well, I know I'm gonna win, but can I win with all 3 Axies alive the entire time? So today, for example, I already had an Axie die in the last round. So it wasn't like a perfect day or a perfect hand, right? So like, you know, can I do, now that I only have 20 energy, now it's kind of fun, like, in this hour, can I get, you know, can I complete 100 SLP in the hour, plus 5 wins, and get the quest done? That would be, I suppose, my goal for most of these live streams now. And I enjoy how the game is giving me something to, like, it's making PvE more fun, because now I look at PvE differently than I did before. Where before it was just something I was going to level up my Axies, or it was something I was just going through to, like, you know, gain some SLP, right? Where now I have to actually think strategically about it again and think, hey, what levels am I going to do? You know, I have to kind of, like, I keep testing it out to see if I still get SLP on the second round. Because, like, on my phone account where I have, like, really bad Axies on there. It's like for the Marma J Foundation, and I kind of just play on there just to, like, so right now I just do PvE now, because my Axies are so terrible. And so I've been testing out these things, like, let me make sure I did that correctly. Yes. So I test out these things to try to see, you know, if I do a level twice, will I get SLP on the second round? Stuff like that for PvE, because I can't tell, and I don't know how to test it on here, because I'll have no SLP left. Sorry, no energy left. Ooh, close. I'm going to make it, I think, though. Wonderful. And it seemed like if you leave enough time between the levels, you can get, I don't know what the time is, though. You can get SLP the same day, beating around the second time. I don't know how it works. I'm going to keep trying to test it out, I suppose. I have no clue. On my other account, I've only beaten level 11, and I don't really necessarily care about the SLP gain on that account. It's just test things out and, like, level up some Axies. It's like more like just testing out other play styles as well. So like on there I have like 3 aquatic Axies. So what I'm thinking about doing is, like, they have some water part that where when you attack you gain health, but if you have the other water part you gain double health. It's like aquaponics and aqua vitality. So what I want to kind of try and do on that account is just any shield here? No, so we can just use 1 attack and we should be fine. What I want to try and do is buy a card that has Aquavite. I think I have Aquavite. I can't even remember what I have. Let's do that. Oh no. Let's do that. Either way, I have one of those, Aquaponics or Aqua Vitality. I would like to have all 3 cards. No, not, I don't know. There's 2 cards I want to breed those 2 parts into, because they have, there's a card where you can like get some defense and increase your attack. But instead of doing that, I'd rather have the defensive ability of Aquaponics and Aqua Vitality in my front card and my middle card. And I want to kind of see how that does for PvE with like boss levels, right? If every single Axie is able to heal, and the front 2 Axies are like doing double heals, and I think I have Peace Treaty in those genes as well. I also have Insectivore in those genes, sadly. So I've got to try and like breed that out. And I want to like also there's some aquatic traits that I think would be really cool, like a lot of plus speed traits. So I think it would be kind of cool to have like an entire aquatic team, but like have the front aquatic just be a little plant-like. But I don't know. I'm just trying like because it'll have huge heals, and then I'm thinking about putting like this. Like Shipwreck has plus attack and a pretty good shield as well, but that would take the place of one of the heals, so I couldn't use that. But Carrot Hammer is plant-like and could be in there for some energy gain because I have Tail Slap in the back. I'll show the team one day on here because you're not gonna understand what I'm saying. Most people who are just watching this, people who actually know about Axie, I guess, might know the cards I'm talking about. I probably sound like a total crazy person talking about these random cards, but yeah. I will show the Marmaday cards on this live stream eventually, one of these days, I suppose. That account, I play probably not even every day. So level 20 is like level 17 in where you're dealing with Goo Destruct again. But instead of having an attack, like today doing damage against you, they have regeneration. And also, corrections from my last video, the red jams, I think they always do 20% of their damage back to themselves. I thought it different. It was different on different levels, but I think it's always 20%. Anyways, you're dealing with Goo Destruct in a row. So the hand that I have here isn't the best because my front Axie might die. But you're gonna hope that maybe one of them might not use Goo Destruct. Goo Destruct. So it might be okay regardless. Let's see what happens. Okay, well that worked out better than I thought. And if I crit here, that'd be wonderful, but I don't, wasn't really expecting it. So that was good. It only healed, and now you have so I'll stay alive, which is all that really matters. I know I have Sweet Party, Twin Needle. Doesn't really matter to use it, but I'll use it. I'll use Egg Bomb just to. I mean, that'll pretty much actually. There's no point using Egg Bomb. I might as well use that. Make sure it dies, and I'll have no issues here, right? So I'll get the heal in. I won't kill it, but I'll get pretty close. Actually, I could kill if I crit both. Actually, no, I still won't kill if I crit both. I was close, though, eh? Off by, like, 35. Okay, and then here on the second one, they all have Goo Destruct again, but instead of being in a line, they're spread out, which does make things a little bit more difficult, I suppose, after you kill the first one, because you might spread your damage out instead of keeping your damage straight. Against today's, though, today's are pretty weak. Their speed is low, the morale is low, so it's not too bad. I will... that kind of sucks. I'm going to just hope that I crit, and then... Actually, yeah. Now I know I'm going to kill at least 2 of them. I'll probably crit on the first one, yeah, and kill it anyways, but now I made sure, and then here I can make sure I kill 2. And then I get energy gain on my shield being destroyed, plus I get plus attack, which is fine. Here, you only have to kill the first one. The back 2 have Goo Destruct, right? And so my front Axie is going to die regardless here. It doesn't really matter what I do. It's probably going to die. So I'm only really worried about killing this front Axie and doing, whatever damage I can to kill it. It has 630 shield right now, right? I'll probably still kill it in 1 round. Hopefully, I'm actually not sure. I usually do, but yeah, now I do. Right when you first do this, you get kind of worried. But as long as you have 3 Axies alive at this point, right? So here, they'll do their thing. Okay, go destruct. You'll be in last stand. It doesn't really matter at this point, right? Keep your last stand up though. If here, not attacking might be the best thing to do, right? Because as long as you're in last stand, the little rock will go, and you'll still be alive, right? So keep your last stand up. You'll have all 3 Axies alive. 12 SLP, and on to the next one. So SLP's around, 3.5, 5 cents right now. It kind of ranges between there. It was at 6 cents for a bit. Currently, it's at, I think, 3.6 cents. Yeah, 3.6 cents. Up 5%. I mean, I don't know, whatever. I'm not really much to look at the prices of SLP. More just, I think it's cool that, I've gained 55 SLP so far. Okay, so here's the boss level where all you really have to do is kill one, but they got sticky goo. And lethal, not as big of a deal. Sticky goo is more of a big deal because it costs 0 energy for them, so you know it's coming up, and potentially multiple of them are coming up. I might not even kill it this round, but I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna kill it. Okay, good. So no sticky goos came up because there's no shield, and I definitely got lucky because I didn't even try much. But what I have to worry about is that I have my heal for my middle Axie. So if I do too many attacks for my middle Axie, the next round I go to, it will be debuffed and it'll be too slow. So I'm going to use 2 attacks from this Axie because I know it'll be slowed down, but it has really high offensive power. And then I'll do 2 from my back Axie. I don't really care if my back Axie is slowed down. And hopefully I'll kill it, but with a relatively high shield. Okay, I still killed it because Coolberry is a boss like that. But as you can see now, Coolberry has been slowed down, even though it only attacked twice because there was double sticky goo. It got 4 speed debuffs. And so now, if I got damaged, let's say, if this Axie gets damaged, and I get Sweet Party next round, I'll be able to use it probably because I didn't get debuffed more. But if say I used Twin Tail and I didn't crit twice, and I had, let's say, that could have been like 8 or 12 debuffs of speed, and then I would definitely not be able to heal in time. But anyways, I'll probably still kill this without much issue. That's probably even a waste of energy, but and then I'm not using this Axie at all because I don't want any. I didn't have any cards from it regardless, but anyways. And then now, this Axie in the middle, Coolberry, has lost the speed debuff because the next turn. So now, now this Axie is now the slower Axie and will get attacked by the Big Fang if I don't kill it in time. The Big Fangs have no shield though, so Big Fangs are always ones where you kind of don't have to worry as much in my opinion, because I know that these 2 Axies, and that's why I got this Axie with max speed. Its speed is so high already, at 139, that it's way faster than this Big Fang, and it's only level 18, the Big Fang's level 22. But the most important part is I know I can attack from there, and there's no shield in the Big Fang, right? So, good to go, and then thank you Coolberry for taking care of it regardless, and now I have no more speed debuffs. This little rock's a bit annoying. Huge amount of sticky goo, huge amount of shield. Defensive punch also gives shield, and then Doom Liquid is just makes it so that. But I have no shield on my front Axie at all. I have no cards for it, so I might as well just do that and hope it dies. Right? Coolberry's been critting a lot recently. Let's hope that keeps up. Thank you, Coolberry, for keeping up the crits. I love that Coolberry's max level now. It's making things so much smoother. Okay, so here, with the boss being in front, it makes things a lot easier for us. But you got to worry about Rusty Shield mostly and Rusty Slash. Deadly Goo is annoying because it attacks all enemies. And so if your back Axie, like my back Axie, you go level 12, level 13. And so if Deadly Goo hit my front Axie, it would kill my back Axie. And so I wouldn't be able to do any damage. So I will definitely use Disguise and Carrot Hammer to give me a shield and energy gain regardless. I will definitely use Peace Treaty because it is a melee attack, so Rusty Shield won't reduce damage. And just in case Rusty Slash comes out, damage will be reduced. But I'm not trying to kill the boss right now, and there was no shield in the boss, so I could have used these attacks, but there's no point, you'll see, because these Todays, all they really do is heal the boss, and it's very annoying, and they use paralysis, but the paralysis they use is more often than not on your front Axie. So as long as your front Axie is truly a tank and not trying to do too much damage, it's not that big of a deal. Also, they kill themselves. But see, Deadly Goo will attack all my Axies, which is the back Axie is almost dead. Is almost dead now. Here we're just gonna, I guess, hope that Rusty Shield doesn't come up. Only 3 cards should come up now. If Rusty Slash comes up, it uses 2 energy, so nothing else should be able to come up. Regeneration is free, which is annoying because it just comes up randomly. I'm going to use Disguise because energy gain isn't that important. The little bit of shield that I need. So the boss is using 2 cards, so you know it's not going to be Rusty Slash at least, which is all that really matters. So it's probably going to be Regeneration and another Goo, probably, I would assume. Or double Regeneration would be awesome. Oh snap, I was able to use both. That was painful. Very, very painful. I didn't think it came up. That was actually, yeah, that was really bad luck. I think they made the boss more difficult recently. You know what? I'll be able to use all these attacks as long as I don't use Twin Needle. I'll save Twin Needle. Okay, boss should be dead now, regardless. But the boss was going to use something scary again, but I'm glad that we don't think about it, right? Maybe I could have got away with Twin Needle, just barely, but not something to test out. I can't use that, but that's fine. I will be able to heal myself. I made sure to use this first before using Sweet Party, so that Sweet Party didn't try and heal my front Axie. It died from last stand, and then I could heal myself. Not that I really need it, but I mean, hey, yeah, exactly. Doom Liquid and then like a Smash could have done something, right? Here, right, it'll be over now, but so front Axie still died, and this is where I'm saying it's still fun for me because it's still like level 21 is still very, very difficult. Does give a large amount of experience though, which is great. A good amount of SLP, which is awesome. But it's difficult for me to beat it with all 3 Axes alive. So it's been 32 minutes so far. I've gotten 69 SLP, and I have 11 energy left. So I guess this is my last level. Hopefully I'll beat it on the first try. I will not get to 100 SLP in this today. But what's good is that if I keep doing this, I can see how much I'm getting each day, and maybe I'll be able to like kind of see. Like I still can't beat level 23. So that's still a goal of mine. As this back Axie levels up, like this back Axie level 18 still only. So my level 25s are kind of carrying the team. So hopefully soon, this back Axie will be level 20, 21, 22, and I can start pushing on to level 23, 24, moving forward. Let's see. No golden swing, so we should be fine. But yeah, these golden irises, they increase their speed as they go. So even at the beginning of the round, I was faster than all 3 of the golden irises. As we go, they're getting faster than me. But the reason I got this back Axie again with max speed is that now at level 18, now I have 2 Axies so instead of having to like wish and pray that Coolberry was gonna get the cards rolling for it, now I have 2 cards that are gonna get cards. And then at the beginning of each round, I am faster than. So the tough part about this is that you have a Goo Destruct at the back, but there are so many cards available to be used that it doesn't always come up. But I mean, it could come up on the very first round. So I am going to use as much shield as I can, and I am going to hopefully just try and we'll see what happens, right? It's level 22 is not that easy. It would have been. I mean, hopefully I get a crit. Crit would be nice. Crit would be nice. It's happy for the crit still, and here we're hoping not for a Goo Destruct off of the back Axie, because I will die if it's a Goo Destruct at this point. Yeah, so I am dead. now, regardless, which kind of, you know. Oh, so I stayed in last stand, which is awesome. Because hopefully I'll get to at least kill these 2 golden irises. Oh, I will not get to kill these 2 golden irises. But I will get energy gain, hopefully. I will not get energy gain. Your shield does not break in last stand. I love the fact that I still got to kill that. Okay, so here's where it's funny. The Goo Destruct actually helped me a little bit. Because here, all you have to really worry about is killing this front golden iris. The golden swing will make you cry. It does a lot of damage. Guard is a really high shield as well. And so, honestly, I'm just using everything I have, all the cards I have, and hope that it's enough to kill this front golden iris. These back ones are mainly support Lunatians. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So, you know, so here we go. They're healing already. Guard. And okay, so we're okay. There's no golden swing. We might be all right. Because next round, I won't have a speed debuff. And so as long as there we go. That's all we needed. All we needed was to kill that front golden iris, and we should be all right now. The back 2 usually don't do enough damage to actually kill you. They use paralysis to do confusion. They use speed increase. They steal energy because they're faster than you now. But again, I have Sweet Party, so I can heal, and I don't have the speed debuff anymore, so I'm going first to heal myself. I'll attack and probably kill one of them if I crit, but if not, it's okay. Right? They are healing adjacent teammates, so they are trying to heal that golden iris we just killed. So we don't have to worry about these ones. That one with golden swing was really what was going to damage us there. So there you go. Victory, 10 SLP, not bad. I didn't level up, so I don't think there's much point in trying level 23. Also, I'll waste 1 energy, but you know what? I'm going to do it just because I think it's a good thing to try each time, and maybe each time I do it, we will start to see if I'm getting better, worse. Okay, let's see. That should be enough. I think it's a big, no shield here, so that should be enough there. And then that's going to heal regardless. But I'll get energy gain. Hopefully, okay. That's even better, right? I wasn't really expecting that. And that's where this back Axie leveling up would be more helpful because I got the kill, luckily, right? But you know, recently I wouldn't have. Okay, and this thing always crits, always. Its morale is so high. Anyways, we're still gonna try and do what we can. Right? Because maybe we can kill it right here and move on in last stand, which would be awesome. Perfect. We're in last stand still. We got a little bit of a shield. Let's use that. So, I mean, this thing is so strong again that it's kind of making me want, because I have no shield on this middle Axie. I'm not sure I'll make it. I think I gotta try and just kill one of them. I'm just gonna go for it, right? Right? What else can we do? I'll just make it to be able to, and it'll make me, I'll kill one of them for sure, right? Because I transferred my aroma to that axe, so I knew which Axie I was gonna attack. And here's where I probably probably die here. Oh, yay! Okay, that was wonderful. That was good because now this back Glorious Fang only has 1 card. Beautiful. He's giving me a Sweet Party. Oh no, better than a Sweet Party. I'm scared of you. Let's see. But I don't. I'm gonna trust in Coolberry to kill it. Come on, Coolberry, do your thing. Actually, it won't matter. It's dead anyway. There you go. Get the heal. I've never gotten this far, I don't think. So this is cool. This thing might kill me before I get a chance to kill it. And this is why I have this back Axie to. So let's look at this. Speed of 160 at level 27. So Coolberry at level 25 is its max level. At a speed of 158 will never be fast enough in this level, in this round. So the third stage of level 23, round 1, I will never be fast enough to attack right away, attack first. But this back Axie, as it levels up, will be. And so this is where I'll probably die now. Yeah, oh my gosh, right? So, but if I attacked first, I had a chance to heal myself and attack, right? So I could have healed myself here. Let's see what would have happened, right? That's why I started like doing this. So I would have killed it before I even got damaged, right? And I maybe could have won. Yeah, I mean the crit there, all right, could have maybe won. I would have got damaged by, you know, and then that there's no chance anymore. But let's just, you know, this is by far the farthest I've gotten. So I want to see if maybe I can at least kill the bottom one and all the cards go there. Actually, you know what? Let me actually try and win. Let's do that and hope I attack the bottom one and all the cards are going to the bottom right now. That's not what I wanted. Okay, it's exactly opposite of what I wanted, because then I could have won though, which is kind of cool. If I attacked the bottom one and it died, and then there was no attacks against me, and then I got to attack first against the top one, and I got like, what, 3 more attacks on last stand? I could use 2 of them, crit, and then maybe 1. But closest I've come, so that was wonderful to see. If I level up this back Axie a bit more, I might do better. So now I only have 9 energy, sorry, to try and get 5 wins. So here's my quest, 5 more. So usually I would switch out to Aimery's Trio V2, which I consider a more offensive based team. And I was moving higher in the ranks. So you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's go to arena. Let's see what happens. You know, I think I'm lower in the ranks now, though. I think I'm like in the 1200s now. I was losing quite a bit. Okay. Always great when Disguise and Carrot Hammer rolls up on top. And I enjoy when Egg Bomb and Blackmail come together so that I can kind of just get rid of Egg Bomb a bit in PvP. But, you know, it's all good. And then I'll get a little bit of energy gain. I kind of wasted Carrot Hammer, let's say. But with the energy gain, it kind of ends up being like a free attack. So after my shield breaks, I want to use Priest Treaty first because I'll have the plus attack debuff. And Risky Feather to get, I'll get the debuff, but maybe if they don't use anything here, I'll get the kill. If they try and use October Treat or whatever, I will still break their shield, but it's kind of a waste of energy for them potentially. We'll see. I have no clue what they're going to do. They might be saving up for Dark Swoop, but their speed's quite low, so even if they are saving up for Dark Swoop, they will kill me on this round, most definitely, with these cards. But I'll get my attack in first, and they'll have to let this front Axie die. Yeah, so they went for the Dark Swoop. Oh, that kind of sucks. Whatever, it's all right. Oh, they didn't go for the Dark Swoop. They still crit, though, so I'm probably still dead, regardless. But it's the good part of that, for me at least, is that I get to attack first on the next round. And I should do quite a lot of damage. I should be, you know, so let's see. Okay, they stayed alive a bit. I should not die here, but we'll see. I might just die. This Axie has such low, perfect. That is perfect. We will do one of those. And we will do nothing else, right? All this Axie is meant to do. Stay in last stand. Right? Okay, so the one attack that it does here should be enough to kill it. If they perfect, right? So they use 1 energy, right, to attack back. So we both have 3 energy now. I have the lower attack debuff, which kind of sucks. They have more health than me. They have Sweet Party, so it's going to be fun. They also have Swift Escape, so they're going to be faster than me next round. So I'm pretty much just trying to kill them, I suppose. Actually, oh, this is painful. I'm gonna save Insectivore for next round. I think this would be my highest damage output and highest chance to survive. Because they're going to definitely attack first. Next round, right? And I think I'm dead, actually, regardless. But maybe I'll be in last stand. Yeah, so it won't really matter because they're going to... And so this is what I meant that I wanted to put on my other team, Swift Escape. So, because it's for 2 rounds that you get plus speed. So even if I survive this round, it would not revert back to me attacking first. I don't think it even matters at this point. I'm dead regardless. But that's why I like Swift Escape so much, because as a card, it's like 120 damage plus 30 shield. So it's like Peace Treaty in terms of its stats, right? And instead of giving the enemy a debuff, you're giving yourself a buff where you could face off against a bird of max speed at the end, right? Which I think is pretty cool. So gonna use Peace Treaty to give them a little bit of a debuff because, you know, that wooden stat is probably gonna hurt. I think I saw, yeah, they have Piercing Sound. We're just gonna go with that. I don't feel like getting debuffed yet. I'm gonna save my Risky Feathers till the end. Yeah, because sometimes when it's not a plant in the front, I'll try and, like, especially with an aquatic class in the front, I'll try to do as much damage as possible in the very first round. I still try and do a good amount of damage in the first round, but the reasoning behind, like, why I would choose to use, you know, Risky Feather or between, you know, Egg Bomb or Blackmail, is mainly because I don't think I'm going to kill it in the first round, so there's not really a point of getting debuffed just for that, right? So even if I crit, whatever, I still wouldn't have killed it. So now it lost the debuff just on that, which kind of sucks. So so they have Dark Swoop, and they are attacking first. So it doesn't really make much sense to use Risky Feather. I might be dead here. Doesn't make sense to use much of this stuff either. Because if they use the Dark Swoop and 3 attacks, back Axie's dead, and I won't get anything off Carrot Hammer or Shipwreck. So, yes, my front Axie might die here, which would suck. But it seems to be a more, like, middle-of-the-line route just to... Yeah, so they didn't go for the Dark Swoop. They went straight for keeping their whole team alive. So they went for the middle of the route pack as well. Luckily, I didn't have any energy anyway. They didn't have the crit. Kind of stinks because we almost had them on the kill, but our front actually did die regardless. How many? They only used 1 attack here. So I'm assuming they're probably still saving it, but they don't have enough energy probably to use 3 cards. I would assume they only have 1 card available. But I'm gonna debuff my... Yeah. I was saying I was gonna debuff my back Axie, not my front Axie. Because I'm assuming Dark Swoop is coming, and I would have rather have left my back Axie now just to kind of die. But I didn't listen to my own, like, what I was saying, because the timer came down and I was like, oh gosh. But yeah, I enjoy seeing these updates to the game, because I'm hoping that means that I won't have to keep doing PvP all the time. Again, not for the energy gain reasons. I actually don't mind that much, like, not gaining as much energy and, like, you know, I just don't necessarily enjoy the PvP that much, honestly. Personally, this is personally. I know a lot of people do. They love it. They enjoy it. You face off against other people, you know, all that fun stuff. I get it, you know, for other people. it's just not for me as much. And so maybe I'll start just do. But like I enjoy showing it. I enjoy doing daily quest. And I enjoy like trying to reach out to. I mean, yeah, I lose like there's nothing like doesn't matter. I enjoy like attempting the daily quest and trying to do it in a time period and competing against myself, like I said earlier. But yeah, facing off. Maybe I'll get the RNG and attack first next time. Oh, but then they got the crit. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love that. I love that. That is, I find that to be very funny. Yeah, like, doesn't matter. The good thing though is that as you lose, you go further down the rankings, which is great because that means that it should be easier and easier to win. Also, you only need 5 wins to get a daily quest. And so, my gosh. You only need 5 wins to get the daily quest. And so, what's it called? In 3 hours and whatever minutes, I could come back and play again. I mean, I definitely won't. That seems like a lot of work. But, you know, as you lose, it should get easier. So if you don't get the daily quest today, you should get it tomorrow, is more what I mean, right? So, it doesn't matter too much. So for example, if I don't get the daily quest today, in this hour, it's all right. I'll come back tomorrow and try and do it. Oh, ouch, that was mean. Yeah, so to me, it's not too big of a deal, you know. That was like a waste of a card, pretty much. But I got the energy back at least, so there's that. Because that last... Oh, I didn't need it, actually. I'm assuming Dark Swoop is coming now. Right? But either way... To the back! To the back! Alright? Because... I mean, I'll die regardless, probably, but... Oh, cool, I survived a little bit. It doesn't really matter that much. I get to attack first again... Thankfully. Right? Which is kind of silly because I should have used Insectivore a lot. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Hopefully it doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's fun. I mean, they could crit twice or something like that, which definitely happens to me all the time, but it would have been hilarious if they crit it, but there's the win. Woohoo! First win of the day. Let's see. So, there's our win. We got our SLP, thankfully. Onward we go. It's been 53 minutes. So there's that. Energy steal as well. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just. You're so annoying. So many energies, so much energy steal. And Dark Swoop coming from me at the back. Y'all are annoying. So we're gonna assume what? Luna Absorb back there, Carrot Hammer in the front, and then what? Man, y'all are annoying. I'm happy I crit there though. And yeah, see, they tried to steal my energy. Rude. I guess we'll just do the same thing. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so you're gonna come at me, eh? With that dark swoopity. Aw, man. This just... This is just... Be nice if you can die now. I get it. You're gonna come at me. But I'm hoping that they don't use Dark Swoop yet. I mean, I know it's happening right now. Yeah, I know it's happening. Oh, no, it didn't. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Because I might get a chance to attack, right? Right? And that means that they would waste some energy, right? Please. Oh, my gosh. They tried to steal. I'm still alive as well, thankfully. My gosh. And I can't use disguise. Ah, man. What was that from? I don't even know. Anyways, gosh darn it. This is hard, right? Because, yeah. Oh gosh, I'm not even sure it matters. They have so much energy right now that like, okay, well let's assume Dark Swoop happens now. I'll probably still die, but apparently I'll get to attack first. I might not even use Dark Swoop. They might not need to. Oh, I might survive on this one. Lower, yeah. Not on that one though, eh? Okay. And then, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna go back to using Twin Tail, because this is where Twin Tail would help a lot. Just the extra damage output and a little bit extra health. I might switch to that team after this and see if it helps more than the Risky Feather and more speed. I don't know. There are definitely... Wait, why'd they do that? I don't know what just happened. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know what... I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Because they definitely should have beat me. I don't know what they just did. I'm going to take it. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to take the win. I'm definitely still going to switch my teams to Aimery's trio and see how it goes. The reason I don't like using this team as much is because I'm kind of reliant on RNG to kind of bring up Twin Tail. And so sometimes when I get like a double Twin Tail on off the top or something on the front or something like that, it'd be awesome. Let's just go with that. Fine. So this is kind of the more the health I would like my... Actually, that's the exact card I want. This is kind of almost the exact team I want. October Treat with Carrot Hammer instead of having Shipwreck. I'd like to keep Disguise instead of having Dull Grip. I don't really care about having that much damage on my front. And I'd rather damage come from Peace Treaty instead of coming from Dull Grip, because I get a little bit of shield from it. And then, yeah, instead of stealing someone's energy, I'd rather just gain energy, you know? Here's where I lose my energy that I gain. Watch. It's kind of always the same. I probably should have just attacked from here. I don't know, whatever. But we will see how this goes. Someone sending me Ebriel, the person who I went into Decentraland yesterday, and should I do something fun here? I might do something fun here, right? I might do this, and then this, and then this. Nope, and then this. Now, my back Axie is going to die here, probably, right? but so is their Axie. And then, oh, they were going for the back anyway, right? So perfect. Didn't actually matter, but that's the highest shield I could have had it, right? Sorry, had it. That's the highest shield I could have had because I used as many cards as possible on the back, and I was able to get off my card anyways. Here, I'll attack first, and then I could be cheeky, eh? Probably not worth it. Actually, definitely not worth it. Because now I can spread out my attacks enough. See, here I win, and I change my team. Or sorry, I shouldn't say I win yet, because I have lost quite a few times when I've been this close. Actually, not this close to winning, but I've lost before when I've been pretty sure I was going to win. But am I winning because I changed my team? Probably not. I'm hoping they go for the back Axie here. Okay, no, they went for the front, which is totally fine. Perfect. And then here I attack first. And then this is where Twin Tail might show its prowess, whatever. Oh my gosh, I have tea and I forgot about it again. I always do that. Actually, it's still like lukewarm, which is not the best temperature for tea, but might as well drink it now, right? Nice win. Sorry, on my phone. On to the next. I think that's 3 wins. We have 4 or 5 energy left. We're okay. Okay, so here off the front, what I'm seeing is, right, a low health Axie. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just try and kill it. I'm gonna use disguise because I think they're gonna attack on the front hit. They didn't, and that kind of waste my disguise. Okay, well, it didn't matter. Okay, disguise was great, perfect. That's kind of, I mean, that's why I used it, but I didn't think I'd be a crit on the first hit. So here, I'm probably just gonna do that. I don't see any energy steal. So I'm just going to do that and nothing else, honestly. I'm expecting I might die, but I mean, so maybe doing nothing would have been better. Oh, I might actually survive. Okay, cool. Because then I can roll a sweet party and heal. That's kind of, right? I didn't get a sweet party, but actually this is going to be fun, I think, because I still might survive. 1 round, so I have to use this first, then this, then this, then this, and so I should survive just this back Axie attacking. Perfect, right? So they use 1 attack, I'll survive. I'll get to maybe even kill this Axie, but at least gain some energy along the way, get to really low health regardless, and with their attacks I should die, but oh, I didn't even die. That's cool. Maybe now Sweet Party will roll? Even still, no Sweet Party. Okay, well, since they're giving us a chance to continue playing, they might bring up a shield. I actually don't want to end up with a debuff. So I'm just going to do that. Right, didn't need to use both, and I still ended up with a debuff. Gosh darn it. That was luck. Wonderful. Maybe this team is just lucky for me. And I still haven't gotten a sweet party. Thank you very much. Don't know, like that's really weird. We're gonna try and keep all 3 Axies alive for fun. I definitely enjoy keeping all my Axies alive. So here they only use 1 card. Goes to the back. I do like Egg Bomb for that. And then there you go. All 3 Axies alive. See, I switched my team and now I'm doing better, but you know, I guess we're just gonna go for a lucky streak. Let's call that. 4 matches. We have 3 more energy. We need 1 more win. 33% chance. It's been an hour and 4 minutes. So let's see how we do. You know what? Maybe I do like having this extra random damage from Twin Needle. Because when it does come up, it's pretty awesome. You know, so maybe this will be the team I keep. The speed boost from the other team that I have is helpful. Oh gosh, that's a lot of draw cards, eh? But you survived on it. And you drew so many cards. I might actually lose just because you drew so many cards. I feel like that's useless because I'm definitely gonna die there, right? So I'm gonna use Carrot Hammer. Actually, they have a lot of. Oh no, they have a lot of cards and a lot of energy. Yeah, they're definitely gonna. I would assume Dark Swoop and all of this craziness is coming from me because they just drew like 4 cards, right? And they didn't use any energy that round. Yeah, right. But hopefully I get the kill in. That's fine. Dark Swoop comes at me. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm going to be attacking their back Axie, and I will get a little bit of damage in at least. So maybe I should have used Peace Treaty, right? Would have been nice. Now, I'm assuming they're going to use Dark Swoop again, which is so annoying, right? But I'm going to spread my damage out just in case. So Peace Treaty to lower their damage. Hopefully okay, just leave me alone. Hopefully, yeah, they're going to crit. Okay, hopefully no crit here. Perfect. I get to attack and lower the damage again. Okay, now hopefully that's actually great. That is perfect. We are not going to use Peace Treaty here. We are going to use Heartbreak. And hopefully they don't kill us. That's like... Okay, perfect. This is fine. We survived. We ended up attacking the back Axie, right? Now, they're going to kill our front Axie, which, you know, is fine. Because we have 3 energy now, and please, oh, no Twin Tail. Twin Tail would have been nice. So now, are they going to do nothing? No, they should attack, right? I guess what they should do is use... Actually, I have no clue what I would do if I were them. Maybe some Egg Bomb. If they might have enough energy to just kill me right now, right? If they use Egg Bomb and like Risky Feather, I'll be pretty much dead, and then I will attack them, and then that didn't make much sense to me. Maybe they didn't have an Egg Bomb, right? I don't know. That's annoying. That's highly annoying, but that's okay. This is the highest chance we could have had a survival. That last stand though, man. That last... They only had 2 cards left? That's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought they had so much energy. Okay, I got the win, which is cool. I didn't think I would. Cool, okay. Looks like I got the daily quest. Backing of 1300s. You know what? I'm just gonna assume that that's my lucky team. Claim. Took me an hour and 8 minutes. I didn't end up depositing last night into liquidity, so I don't know how much SLP I got there, but I definitely only got 5 wins, so 5 times 7. Some were 8 SLP, some were 7 SLP. So let's just assume it was about 35 SLP from PvP, then 50, 85. And then from Adventure, I got 79, about 80. So 85, 80, 165, about 170 SLP in about an hour and 10 minutes. So not bad, pretty good for the day. I will quickly now go through the charts on Uniswap of SLP. So this is not the correct data. I will have to refresh. And I will keep trying to do this, keep this from before. So this was 44,000 seconds ago. This was the data, right? So let's pull it up now. So slow. 4.3, around the same. Oh, 3.9. So SLP's come down a bit. The volume has been quite high though. 64% increase in volume. Let's look at SLPF specifically, because that's where we have liquidity put in. So $184,000 of volume, liquidity. Sorry, $240,000 of volume. So we're up quite a bit, which is great. Great for liquidity providers. You can check out the swaps. So there's been quite, sometimes you see like an hour or two go by between trades. You can see that recently there's been a lot of trades. The market's been very volatile recently with a lot of the ETH dropping and stuff like that. So it's probably the reason for that. What I like to look at mostly is the adds and removes. So you can see that someone has added $3,000 of liquidity 20 hours ago. Good for them. They got that increased volume boost 9 hours ago, 3 hours ago. So there's been some pretty large ads. No really small ads recently. There's been a $55 ad 1 day ago. But most of the liquidity ads have been in the thousands of dollars, which is good to see. Now, and you can check who they are and who has the most liquidity, and you can go a lot more into this. Removes are also interesting to see, and those are usually quite large too, because a lot of times when you're adding liquidity, you're adding a little bit at a time. So you'll see like 1,000 added with that. But when you go look at the person, they have like 100 grand in liquidity there, right? So there's a difference there. But when you're removing liquidity, what I tend to see is people are moving all of their liquidity at once and moving it to somewhere else. And so what I find interesting there is usually you see larger numbers here as well, right? So in the past, let's say the past day or so, we've seen like 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, some pretty large removes as well. And some of these accounts might be the same accounts adding and removing. You probably have to look a little more deeper into that to really start seeing any real patterns, right? But I don't see any similar addresses off the top of my head. But yeah, you can dig into it yourself, see what's going on with the pair. You can see the liquidity. Let's look at the chart for liquidity. You can see how liquidity used to be around 100. So $100, right? May. This is when I used to do liquidity providing for it. Like there was almost no liquidity at all. Then June, July, right? A couple $1,000 liquidity. Maybe that's why I can't remember when I exactly put liquidity in. I can check on Etherscan. But you can see how it's been growing drastically in a magnitude with people depositing and the number of people using the pools, which is great to see because people play on their trust wallet or play on whatever wallet they have. They're getting SLP as their first token, and now they got to figure out what to do with that SLP, right? You sell it, you get some ETH, and now you're connected to the entire DApp universe. Or you can do whatever you want, any DApp, because you have some ETH. Obviously, you need ETH to get started, which is a barrier to entry for a lot of people. For gas fees, right? And so I think that's kind of like an inhibiting factor for many to get started. But you need gas to get your Axies, you need gas to do other things in the network. So I'm going to assume that if you have Axies and you're playing Axie, you probably have a little bit of ETH. So yeah. So that's it for Axie's Aimery Farmer show for the day. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, wherever you are. Tomorrow will be the last show for the week. Today I meant to go through my leveling team. I might still, you know what? I have 2 more energy. I don't have much SLP, but actually it doesn't even make sense to do that anymore because I don't get as much energy. Like there's no point of leveling up this team anymore. I might as well keep using Aimery's Trio V2 until that Axie. Sorry, I might as well keep. Sorry, am I even showing the team? I'm not even showing the team. Look at that. Look at me go. But when I play, I might as well continue using this team, Aimery's Trio V2, for PvE, because the higher levels that I complete, the more experience points I'll get. So realistically, with these 2 energies that I'll have, what I'll keep doing is being the boss level. It gives 644 experience for each time I beat it. So for 1 energy spent, I'll get the highest amount of experience. SLP to me isn't really the point of it. I would like to progress in the game. And so This weekend, I'm not gonna be able to play. I'm going away to visit my family, to visit my mom, and so I won't be at my PC. So I'm probably just gonna play on my phone on the Marma J Foundation account and try and level up that team. I would love, but now that I only have 20 energy, I won't have much time to do that. But that's all right. I'll do what I can, have some fun playing it, and I'm really excited to hopefully see some new advancements in the LAN gameplay. From the interviews I've been hearing, it seems like LAN gameplay is going to come late this year if we're lucky, but realistically early next year. But either way, I think that continuing, like today I got the quest, right? With 2 energy to spare, I got the quest done. Some days I won't get the quest done, I'm sure. Other days I'll get them with 5 energy left to spare, and that's kind of, it has made it more fun for me. And so I'm definitely excited to continue doing this every Monday to Friday around this time, 9 a.m. Eastern. But once LAN gameplay comes out, what I'm probably going to do is extend the live stream. Probably try and keep the daily quest, do it in an hour, and then whatever LAN gameplay is, probably do half an hour or so of that. LAN management. I don't have any LAN piece. I only have a piece of LAN. I have no clue what else is going to be useful. They have an Aave LAN piece that you can get, but I feel like if I want one, I'll just buy one. I don't really feel like buying Aave just to get a LAN piece. I know a lot of people will, and that's awesome. Who will have Aave anyway. I don't have any Aave tokens. I actually might have like one Aave token somewhere because it was like no, I don't know, man. I don't know. Took part in the Ethland ICO like when a few years ago. It was great ICO. I did like 20x on it. But I did some loans on ETHland and loaned out ETH and all that kind of stuff, and I thought it was fun. But being a trader and holding tokens isn't really my thing. I like being a market maker. I like being a liquidity provider, and so I like to support the ecosystem. So, but if you would like to get that piece, it's probably in here. So if I click this, okay, let's look at it because I'm not gonna do it, but other people might want to do it, and yeah, maybe I'll put this link in. So PvP advice. You can look at popular cards, the top of the ladder, for example. You can look at team compositions for the best teams. There's a lot of stuff you can do that I do not do because I just like doing... Anyway, that's not here. But there's information somewhere about how if you have a certain amount of Aave in your account, I think it's like 0.65 Aave in your account, at the end of the snapshot, at the end of this period, at the end of this PvP period, season 13, you will get this land item that you can put in your hand. And I don't know what the land item will do. I'm sure it'll help you gain some Aave maybe, or help you do something. I don't know. If it helps you gain Aave, I'll probably buy one. So maybe it's worth getting one to sell one to me. I don't know. But yeah, lots of cool things going on in the crypto community, crypto space. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please feel free to leave them here. But realistically, if you do have any questions, concerns, or comments, you should definitely go to the Discord, hit this button here, join the Axie community, and ask your questions there. I am just a random person who's playing Axie to, show how it's played and play for myself and my son. And I feel like while I'm doing it, I might as well showcase what I'm doing to the world and maybe teach someone, or someone will learn something and they'll be benefited or learn something along the way. I'm not a professional. I don't know everything about the game. Hopefully over time as I play, I'll learn more. As I get some Axie shards and I get into governance and I vote a little bit, I'll get more involved as well. But for now, I'm just kind of sharing my journey as I learn. And so thank you for coming along with the journey. I know people have been following along and they comment here and there, so I really appreciate all the comments. But yeah, that's all for me for right now. I'm about to go skate with the puppy. Oh, she's sleeping. I might actually go give her a little cuddle first. Then I'm gonna go skate with the puppy. It's gonna be a beautiful day today. Later on today, Vitalik tweeted out an article page, a HackMD article that I'm going to read an overview on this channel later on for my afternoon article. So that's kind of the framework. I usually do morning Axie, skate the dog, come home, have lunch, do an afternoon like more crypto blockchain type of article review. or I'm doing art in Cryptovoxels, or I'm doing a game in Decentraland, or I'm doing something random and like completely different than that. So I do a lot of random stuff on here. That's why it's called Chloethedev Unfiltered. But you know, this is mostly for me. And if you do end up following along and you learn something, I am so glad that I was able to support you in whatever way that I could. If you have a question and I'm able to support you even with a quick answer, that's great. So feel free to ask. But that's all. I'm out. I'm gonna finish my tea. It's definitely cold now. It's kind of gross. I might add some more hot water to it. But yeah, I love you all. Hope you're having a great day. And yeah, I don't know what I need a new sign off thing.